Yo, what you lot saying? It's your boy Jabba here. Today I'm going to be doing the MotoGP 2015 Grand Prix of Qatar. So yeah, let's get right down to it. So, the big changes was that Cal Crutchlow moved from Ducati to the LCR Honda. So he replaced Stefan Bradl, and by the way, Stefan Bradl moved from LCR Honda to Forward Yamaha. And as well he replaced Alicia Spargo, who also went to the new Suzuki team. And as well there was a new team as well, Aprilia. Aprilia was back, I think for a while, to be honest. I'm not quite sure when they were last in MotoGP, so yeah, Aprilia was back. That was kind of cool. As well, Scott Redding moved from going Fun Pro to the Mark VDS team. And yeah, but there was no change at the front. Besides Ducati, who replaced Cal Crutchlow for Andrea Iannone, and then for Pramac they brought in Petrucci, and they kept Hernandez on for his third season with the Pramac team. So yeah, that's all of the big changes that's been going on during the season, during the off season. So yeah. So yeah, going into Q1, we saw the Ducatis being really strong, particularly with the Pramacs. Petrucci really just dominating the session by going fastest over the Tech 3 of Bradley Smith, who really showed signs of good form, to be honest, and also really pulled out a massive, a miracle last sector to get him into Q2. A fantastic last sector, a fantastic gap actually, to be honest. So yeah, good on Bradley there for getting into Q2 there. Excuse me. And then moving into Q2, Ducati's really showing their form, really showing their form, being so dominant in Q2. The two Hondas, they were quite good as well. So the Yamahas weren't, to be honest. They were right off the pace, nowhere near the front runners, and as a result, Lorenzo started in 6, and Lorenzo started in 6, Rossi started in 8th, which is absolutely appalling by Yamaha. And I think, you know, they're gonna have to really, you know, they're gonna have to really see if they can make it up in the race. So yeah. Also as well, we saw the Pramacs going really strong, the Pramac Ducati going really strong. Hernandez in 5th, good ride from him there. The two Hondas, back to the two Hondas, Marquez was 3rd, Joyce was 2nd. Really surprised to see Marquez slower than Pedrosa, to be honest, because you would have thought that Marquez would have blitzed Pedrosa, just because last season Marquez really just handed a big dominatrix on Pedrosa there. So yeah, a little bit surprising there. But the biggest surprise was Andrea Dovizioso, who took pole position for the Qatar Grand Prix. His teammate was 4th, Andrea Iannone was 4th. And yeah, a fantastic qualifying session it was, really intense. And yeah, the pole position was won by a surprise, and pole was won by a surprise pole sitter, which was Andrea Andrea Dovizioso, who took his 3rd pole of his career. So yeah. So moving on into the race, it was a good start from Andrea Iannone. It was a good start from Andrea Dovizioso. He got a good start over Pedrosa. Marc Marquez tried to go around the outside, but then got barged in. He got barged by someone and ran wide and dropped to the back of the field. But then later he started moving up the field, which had started overtaking a couple of guys, and as a result finished in 4th, ahead of his teammate Pedrosa, and behind the Yamaha of Lorenzo. So yeah. But at the front, Dovizioso was leading over. Dovizioso was leading, but then Lorenzo came out of nowhere and stole the lead from Ineone. Stole the lead from Dovizioso to take the lead of the race. And then a little later, Ineone closed up as well, and so did Rossi, and we had this four-way battle for the lead. It was Ducati versus Yamaha, the two teams really going at it, hammer and tongs, both showing no quarters, and yeah, it was a fantastic fight. And yeah, it really goes to show, you know, how quick that decay was compared to last year. Because last year they were absolutely struggling. They were nowhere near the Yamahas last year, or even the Hondas, to be honest. So yeah, for them to be right up there, to be right in the sharp end, was absolutely amazing. And brought us back to sort of the Casey Stoner days when the Ducati was absolutely good, when the Ducati was absolutely winning races. And yeah, I think we might be coming on to those kind of days, to be honest. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see, to be honest. So yeah, so it was a good fight. And as well, further down the field, we saw also a good battle between Cal Crutchlow, Yoni Hernandez, Bradley Smith, and his teammate Paul Espargaro. All four of them really pushing hard, and yeah. But in the end, it was Cal Crutchlow who got ahead of both. Who got ahead of all three of the riders that he had to pass. He was in 10th at the time. At the back of that battle, but then got to the front of that battle to finish in 7th. So yeah, good ride from Cal Crutchlow, especially as his confidence was taken away after that massive crash in Q2. So yeah. And then in the end, it was Valentino Rossi who won the Qatar Grand Prix by getting ahead of the three guys ahead of him to take the win, and also beat out Dovizioso, who he was coming hard at. But thankfully Rossi was able to keep Dovizioso behind just before Dovizioso was able to pass Rossi to steal the win. So yeah, it was a good win by Valentino Rossi. I think that's his 109th Grand Prix victory in the Moto class. So in all MotoGP, Moto2 and Moto3 classes. So yeah, a very, very good win by Rossi. Thoroughly deserved it. Same can be said for the Ducatis. I mean, where they came from to now is absolutely astonishing. And yeah, Ducati deserve it massively. All deserve, you know, Yamaha and Ducati deserve it. Marquez deserves it as well. Coming from last to fourth, good ride from him there. And yeah, a good Grand Prix, a very, very enjoyable Grand Prix. So yeah. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. It's your boy, I'm out. Peace.